Hey y'all, I'm Danielle. Welcome back to the Surrendered CEO. In today's video, I want to share with you how you can add an additional stream of income to your skincare business or your beauty business through Fair. So if you're not familiar with Fair, it's an online platform. And unlike an Etsy or an Amazon, where these are online marketplaces and they're pushing your products out to retail customers, Fair is pushing your products out to small businesses. So you could be working with boutique owners, you could be working with salon owners, spa owners, any small business who is looking to buy product to sell in their store, or like if you're working with the esthetician or something, she could be buying stuff for her back bar to use on her clients. So there's a lot of possibilities to get your products out there to different businesses. Now, I first heard about Fair back in 2020, and that's the year I launched my skincare business. And so I'm kind of kicking myself because I should have been on Fair, but I really didn't understand it. And I had a couple people over the years talk to me about it, but I never really took any time to figure it out because I had my wholesale website and I was like, I really don't need that, but I do. Earlier this year, I was talking to a friend of mine and she sells candles. And she was like, yeah, you can get your products on there and you can put them on there with your label to sell so that you're marketing your brand. You can put them on there for private label. You can put it on there just in bulk, like I was saying, for people to just use in their back bar. So it's really whatever. It is whatever you want to do. You're not really restricted. Now, one of the things you do have to do to get on Fair is you do have to apply. You have to fill out an application, they have to approve it. And I think that's a great thing because when you have companies who are vetted, you have less risk associated with doing business with these companies. And so I do like that about them that you do have to apply to be a wholesaler on there, and the companies who are shopping on there, they have to apply. They have to have an account. It's not just a free for all where anybody can come on and sell, anybody can buy. Like it's regulated, and I do like that. The other thing that I will mention is because you are using their platform to make money, they are going to charge. They are. And some people may say, like, oh, they taking too much money. Listen, here's the thing. If you didn't have your products on that platform, you would make zero money. I don't have a problem giving a little bit of money away. And that's why, again, I talk a lot about pricing your products for profits, not just, oh, I'm just going to mark everything up by 50%. No, be strategic with your pricing. And if you need help with that, I do have a video. I can link it to determine your cost of goods so that you can be able to know what you need to mark it up to make your desired profit. So they do take $10 for every new customer. So every new customer that shops for the first time, they are going to take $10 and they take 15% commission for every order. Now, again, y'all may think that's high, but in my perspective, I'm like, hey, I wouldn't be making any money if I didn't have my products on here. So again, be strategic with your pricing. I like the flexibility of it. You can set your own MOQ. I set mine for 12. I set it for 10. Now I got it at 8. I'm kind of playing around with it because I'm a newer business on there. And so I really need to build up my reviews in my store. So I'm just kind of playing around with it, but it's pretty flexible in terms of what you want to set your MOQ as. You can even set a minimum order amount. So people have to spend so much with your business in order to shop, whether that's $50, $100. You get to set that. You can run sales on there, and they also give you the ability to have a direct link. So if you have a small business that maybe you meet at a vendor event, you can send them your link directly to your fair shop. So like all your prices and everything are on there, and it's separate from your customer website. You can send them directly to that, and if you send them directly to it and you're driving your own traffic, I don't believe you have to pay commission. So I thought that was pretty cool too. So if you're sending the traffic directly to the website, that's your business. right? You're not using fair to drive traffic. Now, what I do is I put my Naturally Created for You products on there with my label, and that's how I sell. And I do give them a suggested retail value, and I just do that for morale. I feel like if you're buying a product for $10 and you're trying to sell it at 30, but I have it listed at 20, that's not a good look. And so I do provide them with a little bit of a wiggle room of a suggested retail value. Now, whether they follow that or not, I can't control. And then the other thing I do is I do sell bulk items. I sell gallons of products or buckets of products to businesses who want to use product in their back bar. And I initially didn't do that, but I had people reach out to me on Instagram and was like, "Hey, I'm interested in using your products. Can you get some pricing for those specific products?" And so through doing that, I got an order earlier this month of a gallon of body lotion going out to a small business that has tanning beds. So I mean, these businesses, like it's endless possibilities, y'all. Highly, highly recommend you getting on there. And if you are interested in getting on Fair, I have a link for you in my description box. You can click that and it'll take you to the application. It's a pretty easy process to sell on there. I mean, you do have to upload your different products, but if you already have everything on your Shopify store or, your website, you can easily sync a lot of things. You may have to go on there and adjust, but I thought it was a pretty straightforward process. Now, granted, the more stuff you sell on there, the longer it's going to take, but I thought it was pretty straightforward. So if the only way that you're making money right now is when someone goes to your website to place an order or you participate in a vendor event, check out Fair. I'm telling y'all, it's pretty easy to get set up and it's no cost to start. The only cost is going to be your cost of goods to fill that order. So there's no like startup fees or anything like that. Again, make sure you're pricing your products correctly because they are going to take that commission off and you want to make sure that you have a good profit margin to be able to handle that. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.